Hey there, Sherry Caulfield here. Welcome to today's Two on Tuesday. Each week, I share a powerful 2-minute tip that, when implemented in your business, will have a dramatic impact on your productivity, your revenue, and the ease and success you enjoy in your business. Today, I'm going to kick off some little Two on Tuesdays that I'm going to sprinkle in with all of the other gems that I hope I'm providing. And that is around what I'm doing as I live my bucket list and take my business with me. My clients tell me every day I need to write a book about my experience traveling 8 to 9 months a year, taking my business with me. And I don't have the book bug, so I don't know that that's going to happen. So I've decided I'm going to start sharing some little nuggets about what I'm doing while I'm traveling and some of the things that I do to be able to balance work and play when I'm traveling as a bucket list entrepreneur. So today I want to talk about how I balance working and playing when I'm traveling. So right now I'm in New Zealand. I'm in Wellington, New Zealand. Now I'm finishing up. I'm on the third month of travel here in New Zealand, and I've loved every minute of it. And each city that I've been in has been a little bit different experience. But generally speaking, what I do when I arrive in a city is just about the same, no matter what city it is in the world. And there's some key things that I do. The first thing is I always rent an Airbnb, typically, that has a layout that gives me a place that I can create my office. Now, oftentimes that is the kitchen table, right? But I always, one of the first things that I do is set up my office. So I have a space within the apartment, even if it's a studio where I am living for that month, because I do typically travel. I spend 1 month at a time, typically in each location. That is where I work. I don't work sitting on the couch in front of the TV generally. I try to have that be my office space. I also set my calendar for that local time. So right now I'm in New Zealand. It's a little tricky because right now it's 5 hours uh, later in the day, but yesterday in the Pacific time, 8 hours on the East Coast. So when I'm, literally just getting out of bed, it's nearing the end of the day for people on the East Coast. So that gets a little tricky. I adjust my time schedule so that I know I have hours on my calendar that work for my clients, which the majority of my clients, 80%ish, are still in the US. I do have some Europe and a couple of Australia clients, but I need to make sure that I have time available so that people in the US can schedule calls with me. So to be honest, tomorrow morning I'm getting up at 3 a.m. because I happen to have a call that I couldn't get scheduled at any other time. So, yes, I am making some adjustments sometimes to fit the time zone that I'm in, but I do it intentionally and I reset up my calendar so that people schedule calls not at 3 a.m. Hopefully. Hopefully, I get to know that in advance. It's going to be at 3 a.m. That makes a huge difference because then I can schedule my work day so that here in New Zealand, most days I'm wrapping up my work day by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I can make a choice at that point. Do I go out and I go to the Te Papa Museum, which is one of the things I did yesterday, or do I work? Do I actually work on more Two on Tuesdays or a project that I'm working on in that afternoon time? And I can do that because I plan for it. Now, generally speaking, I do work 3 days a week when I'm traveling. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are typically my work days. And that gives me Friday through Monday that, yes, I may work some of that, particularly on a Friday or a Monday, but I know when it's a work day, I'm working. When it's a play day, I'm playing. And I don't feel guilty when I'm doing either one. It's okay for me to today have a work day and not go outside of my apartment because I know tomorrow I'm going to be able to go and take the cable car to the botanical gardens here in Wellington. So I make those decisions and I treat them as part of my lifestyle. I want to live and travel. I don't want to live to travel or live to work. Does that make sense? I'm building travel into my lifestyle. Now, that may or may not be what you want. And when I talk about living your bucket list now and taking your business with you, travel is not a requirement. Your bucket list may be totally different than what mine is. But my intention is that you get to build a business that allows you to live that bucket list life now, not someday. And I am so grateful that I'm getting to do that now. So I hope that little tidbit helps you just understand a little bit about how I set myself up for success when I'm traveling. That's it for this week's Two on Tuesday. I'll see you next week.